Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see by the title, today we're going to be doing a full face of new Essence makeup. I've done this video before, which is why I decided to add the new, because we are doing like a completely new full face of new products. I also love that Essence is so affordable, so I wanted to see if we could find some treasures. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Alrighty, first let's address the elephant in the room. My hair is a lot darker. It is not permanent. I actually did it at home with a color depositing conditioner. If you guys want to learn all about that, I literally made a whole video about it right here, but I will have this hair for the next couple videos. It's something that I like to do to switch things up sometimes. And then also, lastly, there's literally only 2 products that I won't be using for Essence, and I have a reason why, but it's literally just 2 products, so I figured like I'm gonna call it a full face of Essence because it literally is a full face of Essence. Like I said in the intro, I already did a full face of Essence before. I'll put the video right here because these, like I said, are going to be newer products, but if you're interested in other products, chances are I already tried them in the last video. So make sure you watch that, and I will also link it down below. We're going to start out with the eyes today, so I'm just going to zoom you guys in and let's get started. I went ahead and added some concealer and setting powder to prime the eyelids. So we're going to be trying out a new shade of a new eyeshadow palette range. I just want to say that this video was kind of inspired by this little shadow right here. I know you guys have probably seen me use this 1,000 times. It's from Essence. It's called Bronze This Way, and it's just a beautiful bronzy palette. I fell in love with the formula, the price, the packaging, that I decided to do a full face and try out some of their new stuff. So today we're actually going to be using the same palette, just in a different color story, because I can't get enough of these. So this one is called the Essence Coral Me Maybe eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. It does have 3 mattes, 3 shimmers, and again, beautiful packaging and an awesome mirror. We have like a purpley, a peachy, and a gold. I'm assuming that the formula is the same as the other one, and if that's the case, then this formula is amazing. I'm gonna grab the lightest shade just to throw it down. It is more of like a super light peach. These shadows are gonna be a little bit powdery, like they have a lot of kickback, but they are very pigmented, very blendable, and super smooth. Palettes are literally like $3.99. They're super compact. They have that nice like plastic packaging and a really good size mirror and beautiful color stories, and 6 shadows are really like a good amount for like a small palette that's still functional. Now I'm gonna grab a flat brush and put this pinky shade all over. This is obviously more of like a springtime palette. They do have other color stories, but after the Bronze This Way one, this one was just the next one that was calling my name. Now I'm gonna grab the brown shade, which is very, very dark, so I'm gonna go in lightly, and I'm just gonna stamp it out in the outer corner with a fluffy brush, just to start deepening out the outer corner. It's actually blending very easily. My eyes are starting to look a lot like my shirt. Okay, and just for fun, I'm gonna grab the pinky shimmer in the inner corner and then the purple shade on the middle of the eyelid. And I am gonna wet my brush just to see the intensity that we can get. These shimmers are spectacular. They're beautiful. And then just with my finger, I'm gonna grab some of that purple, and I'm just gonna blend the middle with my fingers. Beautiful. I really do like these palettes. Like I said, they're very affordable. These seem to have the exact same formula. The colors are just obviously a lot lighter, but if you are looking for something that packs more of a punch with the shades, this obviously has darker shades, so it will show up more. This is more of like a light, dainty look. I really like that though. Like always, they blend it out beautifully, and they're really, really beautiful palettes, so I highly recommend them. I'm gonna quickly just clean out like the outer corners, and then we'll be back for some eyeliner. For eyeliner, I'm gonna go ahead and use something that isn't new, but I do think it's the best eyeliner that they have. I actually prefer to use a brush tip liner, but if you do like felt tip, I think you're really gonna like this one. So this is the Essence Superfine eyeliner pen that is waterproof. This is just a really easy pen to use, and it's very pigmented and it does last all day because it is waterproof and it's very, very inexpensive. So I do recommend this if you want a felt tip liner. So I'm going to go ahead and do probably a smaller wing, and then we can move on to mascara. It was supposed to be a small wing, but I messed it up, so I took it out. Yeah, I don't know if they're even or not, but as you can see, the eyeliner, the formula looks great. I don't know about these wings that I just did, but moving on. My favorite mascara from Essence is the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, this one with the green on it. I already know I love this mascara, so I did get another one just to try it out. This is the I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. This seems like it might give me a lot of volume, but not so much separation, just because those spikes are very small and they look like they're not very hard. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna do one coat with this, see how it goes, and if I like it or not, I will add this on top. I normally do like mascaras with these type of ones, but I do like the peaks to be like bigger or firmer for separation. So hopefully this does give me separation, even though it's supposed to be more for like volume. Yeah, see how it's getting really clumpy? It's because it doesn't have enough little spikes to separate. It is giving me a lot of volume. I think if you do have like less lashes and they are shorter, you might really like this because it's applying a lot of product on my lashes. And it is making them voluminous, it's just making them a little bit on the clumpy side. So there's one layer. I am not loving it, so I'm going to show you guys on the other side what this one looks like, because this one is just so good. It gives you everything. So obviously this isn't giving me as much volume as the other one, but the second coat is really where it's at. But here's a look of how this one looks. I'm telling you, out of those two, I really do think these two are better. I want my lashes to look pretty similar, so what I'm gonna head and do is do the second coat on each eye with the opposite mascara, just to get like a combination of both. Y'all, look at my look at my lashes. This is just not good. This is just not good for me. I need to like brush it out or something, but I just wanted to show you guys, like, this is clump central. Okay, we avoided that crisis. I'm very disappointed because I really do like Essence mascaras, but like I said, this one is just not for me. Moving on, for primer, we're going to be using some of the newer like collection. This is called the Hello Good Stuff Milky Face Moisturizer, Calming and Hydrating with Turmeric. So I know this is more like skincare, but I did read on the back that it says that this is an ideal base for makeup. It's supposed to be like a very refreshing, lightweight lotion. So obviously it's probably not gonna like do anything for our pores or anything like that. But sometimes I do like to just like rehydrate my skin right before makeup. So why not? It is very milky. Doesn't really smell like anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. It's going on very thin, but it's actually spreading like really well. So I put like 1.5 pumps. It kind of does smell like it smells kind of like honey. Ooh, it's giving me a little bit of a tack. I love when it gets just a little bit tacky, and you know, my skin looks hydrated. It didn't really add like a glow or anything like that. It really does just feel like a very lightweight moisturizer. So if you are looking for that from the drugstore, it was very inexpensive and it feels nice. Obviously with like primer or moisturizers, a first impression is not the best, but I will say it does feel pretty nice and I would use it again. So for foundation, this really annoyed me. Their packaging makes it look like these foundations are so dark, and I was very confused. So I ended up going with shade 130 Cool Ochre. I just realized I got way too excited about this. Let me tell you what it is first. So this is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation with Hyaluron and Aloe Vera for 24-hour long-lasting foundation. Okay, so it's just supposed to be a long-lasting moisturization foundation with natural coverage. I'm very excited to try it, but I am gonna have to make it darker because this is definitely not my shade. This is the shade. Like, what? Do you guys see this? I don't like this. I don't like this false advertising. Really, really annoys me. So, obviously my face is a little bit lighter than my neck. I am gonna use a little bit of foundation darkener as well as like to make it warmer. I use the LA Girl Pro like warmer, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a mix. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I can find like the perfect shade, and then we will try it out because this is just like not my shade at all. All right, I am back, and I think this might work. I always like to use like a brush and then a sponge to blend foundations out, especially when they're more like natural, to try to get as much coverage as I can. So far it's blending out good. It is a little bit on like the thicker side. I'm not gonna lie, I don't necessarily love natural finish foundations that are like sticky or heavy, because if I'm gonna have something heavy on my face, you might as well give me the coverage. And if it's gonna be light coverage, I do like a lightweight feel. I think I actually matched my neck pretty well. It gave me more of like a medium coverage. It's not like super, super light. It's definitely more medium coverage. It looks pretty luminous. As of right now, it actually is sitting on the skin very nicely. It is luminous, but it's not greasy looking. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see the skin. It looks nice. It doesn't feel lightweight, but it definitely looks like dewy skin that's not like super cakey. So it feels heavier than it looks. I'm gonna see how it dries and works with other products, but right now I actually am liking the way it looks. It looks healthy and radiant without looking greasy. I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows. That is one of the products that I don't have just because I genuinely thought that I had the Essence Make Me Brow with me, so I didn't buy it, and then I came to my studio and I just can't find it anywhere. I do like that brow gel. If you want to see it in action, watch the last full face of Essence. And then the other product that I won't be using by choice is the concealer. Their concealer, I don't like it at all. The formula for me sucks. It's supposed to be like this camouflage concealer, and it really doesn't cover anything. And B, their shade range is atrocious. I actually don't have a shade for me. It goes from like very ashy light to like a contour shade. Like there's no in between, and I don't like the formula either, so I just wouldn't recommend it. Even if you find your shade, I personally don't like it, but like you do you, boo. If you do want to see it in action, again, go watch that video. I will link it down below, but it's just not my jam. It's not my jam at all, and there is a new powder that I want to try, and I want to give it a fair shot. So I'm going to quickly fill in my eyebrows and then add some concealer, and I'll be right back, and the rest of the face is Essence. I'm back. I did use concealer, and to keep it in the drugstore family, I used the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. Very excited about the next product. We are going to be testing out their new loose powder. All this is new to me since I already did this video last year. Like, this is just the newer. I don't know if it's brand new, but this is the Essence My Skin Perfector Loose Fixing Powder Instant Blur Effect Natural Matte Finish in the shade 05 Fair. So, they do have a lot of shades, but to be honest, this was the only shade that I thought would work for me. The other ones just seemed a little bit too dark to be like working for my under eyes. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my eyes, or my under eyes, as well as like around my smile lines. Okay, this is definitely not too light. Okay, looking good. I didn't realize it was a mattifying powder, so I really hope it's not drying. It didn't brighten, but I feel like it also didn't really darken that much, if that makes sense. I think it looks good, but I'm not like wowed by it. It didn't really like blur my imperfections, and it might be maybe a little bit too matte for me. So I do think if you have oily skin, you might enjoy this. It set my makeup and it looks fine. The reason why I'm so hard on Essence is because they have so many amazing products. So even though it's affordable, I'm not gonna say that this is the best powder ever, because it's not. It's fine. I think if you tried it, you'd probably like it. I just don't think you'd be like shook by it. Let's move on to bronzer. I have never tried this bronzer because I am obsessed with the Essence bronzer palette. I have talked about this many times, so that's why I won't be using it today. It is in the last video, but today I'm going to be trying out one of these. So this is the Essence Sun Club Luminous Bronzer Powder in the shade Medium Tone. in the back it says 20 Sunkissed California. So it's supposed to be a luminous bronzer infused with fine golden pearls for a radiant, natural sun-kissed tan. It is a very, very big product. Oh my god, it smells good. Kind of like coconuts. It's nice. It's not as like crazy potent of a smell as like the butter bronzer, but it's like good enough. Ooh, it smells pretty good. Okay, this is definitely, I guess in person I thought it was going to be a little bit darker. I do love using like cream contour, and so therefore I don't really need to build my bronzer that much. But I'll just build this one up. But so far, that radiance is stunning. Oh my goodness. And by the way, I am going in with a pretty heavy hand. So don't be afraid of this because I'm adding a lot on my brush and I'm not even like tapping it. And it's applying nicely. It's not like overly pigmented, but it's also not pigmented. It seems like it's a really good in between. So this is what we have going. As you can see, it's a luminous bronzer, but it's not like overly luminous. I do think you could get away with just using this by itself. Because of the shade, I would probably use this over bronzer as a bronzer topper just to add like some luminosity back into my skin. But I am liking it because it's not, you know, emphasizing texture. It's just adding a nice glow to the skin. Overall, I do really like the formula. You do get a lot of bang for your buck. So I do think that if you're into bronzers that look like this, I think you would like it. For blush, I do have two of them because I don't know if these are the same ones as the old ones in new packaging or not, but I do know I haven't tried these, so I figured why not try both. So this first one is literally just called The Blush, and it is in the shade Beloved, and it's just supposed to be a silky smooth powder blush. This one's different. This is called the MOSAIC Blush in the shade 20, All You Need Is Pink. And this is actually a radiant finish blush. So I'm just gonna swirl all the shades around. It might be kind of light for me. I'm not sure. Did y'all hear that? What animal was that? It's giving me the vibe of like Milani Luminoso, like a little bit luminous, but not super shimmery. I will say I packed my brush a lot and it's not giving me that much pigment. So this is definitely, this is definitely more of a buildable blush, which I know a lot of people like because sometimes blushes can be so intimidating when it's like too much, too fast. I do think if you have skin any darker than mine, get a darker shade, but it looks beautiful. Again, giving me Milani vibes, which I know this is definitely more affordable than the Milani blush, so this could be a good alternative. And now I'm gonna try their little satin finish one. Okay, this might be the old blush that I used to like. Yeah, this definitely has more pigment right away. It's very pigmented and it's very blendable. Kind of reminds me of the Wet n Wild blushes, except it's not as powdery as them. This doesn't have like as much kickback. It actually doesn't really have any kickback. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that everywhere. I'm just gonna kind of blend everything together. Before we move to highlighter, I'm gonna quickly just finish off these eyes. Like always, I'm gonna go through it very quickly. I'm just gonna blend out and buff out that lighter shade that we used for our crease. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a smaller brush and blend out that pinky peachy shade. I am gonna blend out a little bit of that dark brown on the outer corner just to add some drama. And I will add the Lash Princess mascara on the lower lashes. And then just for the pop of the inner corner, I will be using that gold. I am gonna wet my brush to make it pop. Okay, so for highlighter, we are using the one and only Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter. If you guys watch my channel, you know how much I love this highlighter. It is my favorite of all time. Like, not just on this video, not just Essence, of all time. It gives you the most beautiful, natural, glowy highlight. It lasts forever. It's so beautiful. If you have lighter skin tone, use highlighter. If you have medium to deep, use sunlighter. But I just couldn't do an Essence video without using this because this is like my all-time favorite highlighter ever. So all we have left is lips and setting spray. So this is again from like their newer line. This is called the Hello Good Stuff 3-in-1 Face Mist. Hydrate, fix, and refresh with watermelon extract. So technically, you could be using this for a primer, a setter, and a refresher. It's supposed to give a matte finish. I did not know that. And it's supposed to be watermelon, so I'm excited for that. Okay, oh my god, that smells exactly like watermelon candy. Not regular watermelon, but watermelon candy. Ooh, that has a really good sprayer. It's not, you know, too in your face. It's definitely like wide and very thin. Whoa. Okay. If you do not like the smell of watermelon candy, do not get this. This is a very, very potent fragrance. For a little bit, I was kind of choking there. I do like the smell of it. It was just kind of a lot. So just, if you don't like that smell, do not get this. It looks pretty good. I did not realize this was going to be a matte finish setting spray, but it felt good and it didn't disturb my makeup. So that's good. By the way, the foundation is looking pretty nice. I am really liking it. This definitely gave me more of a medium coverage. So if you're looking to have it for like a very, very natural kind of tinted moisturizer type of deal, I do think it's a little bit higher level in coverage, like a natural foundation, definitely not like a skin tint. I do have a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip plumper, but I think I got the wrong shade of lipstick, again, because they advertise it wrong. But first, let me line my lips. So I'm going to be using the Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner Waterproof in this shade because duh. And we do always overline our lips here. I do think these liners are great, but I will say the packaging of Essence makes everything look like it's darker than it is. I thought I was going to be getting like a darker brownie shade, and as you can see, it's a very more like natural mauve shade. I do think it's really pretty. Just keep that in mind. Everything that they put on their packaging is kind of deceiving. I don't know. It's just hard to pick things out. And the same thing happened with this lipstick. So this is called the Semi Matte Lipstick, and I got it in the shade Happy. I don't know if you can tell, but this is just super pink. And I just thought it was going to be more of like a brownie shade. I will say I do like the formula of these lipsticks. It is semi-matte, so it's not going to be like fully matte. It is going to have a little bit of sheen to it, but it's not going to be super shiny. And I do like the formula. They're very comfortable. So if you do like any of these shades, I do think you'll like these. For the sake of not ruining the look, I'm just going to tap it just to add a hint of color. That actually looks really pretty. I do like both of these products. And then lastly, I'm going to be using a product that I've never used, and it is a lip gloss. So this one is called What the Fake Plumping Lip Filler with hyaluronic acid, and it is in the shade 01 Oh My Plump. So we will see how that works. I'm going to add some. By the way, this did come in a packaging, so I didn't realize that it was going to be like super frosty. The glitter actually isn't that noticeable. It's just giving it some shine. It does smell like cinnamon, and it is starting to sting my lips just a little bit. So I'm gonna shush my hair, let this kind of sit, see if it plumps my lips, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I'm back. I feel like this lip gloss is nice. It's interesting because it just says it has hyaluronic acid for an instant plumping effect and hydrated, visibly fuller. But I don't think this is one of those lip plumpers that make your lips big and sting. I feel like this is just going to make them look a little bit more plump. I do actually really like it. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And it's not that thick of a formula, and it's not sticky at all. It does have a little bit of a tingling sensation, and it looks really nice. So if you are looking for something that's going to like make your lips huge and burn, this is not it. But if you want like a slight slight little sting and a little bit of a fuller lip with a really nice formula, I do think you're gonna like it. And that is the end of the video. I actually really like the way my whole makeup came out. Honestly, Essence rarely like disappoints me, and they're only getting better and better, so I really love Essence. I didn't actually dislike anything, but yeah, I love Essence. Essence is so underrated. It's literally so good and so affordable. So I hope that you guys found some products that you liked. I will list every product that I used down below, as well as a video with the other full face of Essence, like I already said 30 times. If you're still watching this video, I want you to comment a peach. Just because we did a peachy look, I want you to comment a peach emoji down in the comments. Let me know you're a real one. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!